All right. Let's get going. Okay, rather than just load straight in like normal, we're going to be visiting the controls page. Okay. Let's see how all this works. Okay. Yes, I want to do that. Yes, I want to do that as well. Okay. Now for strafe. I think we're going to do this. Okay. Twin sticks hydroneer? I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, strafe left, right. And the other axis. Okay. Now, is there a roll axis in here somewhere? There's got to be a roll axis somewhere. Roll. Okay, here we go. I think we're going to do roll there, and we'll also try roll there. Oh yes, I'm sure I don't want that to be fire. What the hell? That'd be weird. Okay. Yeah, twin stick hydroneer would be insane. Okay, so that I think should be... Okay, primary fire. It's going to be that stick. And then secondary fire. Why would this be a mouse axis? Whatever. Okay, fire at cursor. Is there a fire secondary at cursor? Well, anyway. That big red button is going to be fire primary at cursor. For now. Weapon groups. Okay. I think we're going to use this hat. One and two will be forward and back. 3 and 4 will be side to side. And for secondaries, we'll use the same hat but on the other stick. Let's see. For 3 and 4, 3 was outward. Yeah, it was. Okay. Wait. Three was inward. 4 was outward. There we go. All the joys of mapping a new control method. Yeah, this is going to take a little while. Hello, Amendment Man. Hello, Sealif. Welcome here. We're going to be spending a bit of time getting all this figured out. I think I'm going to use one of the hats for modes. This thing has so many hats. It's kind of insane. Question is though, yeah, we have a lot of buttons to bind. Trying to have a fillable PDF the device helps me learn and remember the keybinds. That'd probably be useful. For now, I just have triggers, primary, secondary, weapon select on the side hats. Don't have anything for secondary here yet. Thing is, I tend to learn controls as I go. So, yeah. Also, what is this? Button 6. Not even sure I want to know what that one is. I think I'm going to have this button here be kill engines. Let's see, where is the engine kill? It would be up here. Stop engines, there we go. No, there we go. Button 12. So I can press this big red button to fire at the cursor, or this big red button to kill the engines. And since this one's on the throttle hand, that makes sense. Problem is, what am I going to do for boost? I think I'm going to try using the pinky button on the throttle hand for boost. So I just grip the stick tighter and hit it, basically. For anything like me, you end up adjusting it 100 times before you're done. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, toggle flight assist needs to be a button as well. I'm gonna make it this. No. Yeah. No, not that one, but I think we'll make it this button, because I toggle flight assist a lot while I'm steering. So it'll be the same button as boost, but on the other stick. So I just grip the stick tighter, and that toggles the flight assist, basically. It's not actually grip the stick tighter, but effectively that's what you need to do to pull that button. Okay. So I was going to do modes. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the outer hat on the right hand stick for that. So forward for travel, and then down for long range scan, because those are the two I use the most. Scan will be outward. I'm not going to bind CETA because I don't use it. So actually I'm going to bind scan to both in and out. No, wait, that was a mistake. Let's do this. I can't bind scan to both without overwriting something. Okay, there we go. I wish there was more than just two options for some of these. So we're not going to bind CETA because I don't use that hardly ever. And I don't actually want it bound. Map is very important to bring up. I'm actually going to bind that to that hat as well, using the one I would have bound to CETA. So we just pull this hat inward to get the map, outward to get scan, upward to get travel, downward to get long range scan. Unbind the mouse flight controls. Unbind the interfered with the analog ones I bound. We don't actually have mouse bound anything. Oh, here we do. Mouse X, mouse Y. We'll leave them alone for now. We'll see if it affects something, we'll change it. Countermeasures I don't care about. Weapon groups are bound. I'm still going to use the mouse a lot in this game, I bet. So I'm not going to worry too much about binding absolutely everything. Okay, most of these I just flat out don't use. This one I use sometimes, but we can worry about that later. Dock is going to have to be a button somewhere. Okay, what was I going to use this? Oh yes, this one was going to be for... Where is... Okay, so these are the camera look around view stuff. So I'm going to have that bound to this stick, I think. Left, right, up, down. Okay, these don't get bound because it's a hat. Then change camera mode. I'm actually going to bind that to pushing in the hat. It's easy to forget that you can push the hat in. How's the HOSAS treating you? I haven't quite decided yet. Actually, I don't know if change camera mode is the right one or not. I hope that switches between these. Let's see, actually. Does it give me a tooltip? No. Cycle camera view might actually be what I want instead. We'll find out when we get in game, I guess. Okay, targeting controls. I guess we're going to have that be on this. Okay, so target closest hostile is a very regular action, so that'll be up. Target closest object, down. Ooh, there's a deselect target. Okay, this is something I knew. I was reading around online about using HOSAS with X4, and there's a lot of people complaining that deselect target wasn't a thing. Well, apparently they added it at some point because it's a thing now. Okay. Next target, previous target. Not really interested, but we will bind next target to the opposite direction from reset target. Actually, I'm going to rebind this to click. So you click the stick to deselect your target. And next target, previous target, can be, well, pushing side to side on the stick. Up is hostile, down is select the current object. Actually, I want that the other way around. Closest hostile is down. And to actually select what I'm looking at is up. Okay. Selecting surface elements. I would love to bind that to something, but... Okay, so. This hat... What did I bind this to again? Okay, this is strafing. Let's go down through this again, so I'm not... Okay, I bound strafe to the analog hat on both sticks. Good. I have stop engines as this pinky trigger. Or this trigger is boost. That's stop engines. No. This one's stop engines. Yes, okay. Yeah. Fire primary cursor is this one. This one's stop engines. Boost is this pinky trigger. Toggle flight assist is this pinky trigger. I have not used the secondary triggers on either side. So those are still available, I guess. I suppose the thing to do is just get into game and start trying to fly around a little bit and see what all I'm noticed that I'm missing. Okay. So this is being used for look. This is being used for... No, this is being used for look. What did I bind this to? Damn it. Okay, I really do need that PDF. I should probably search one up. On the other hand, there's an easier solution. And that is called just make notes in a text editor, you idiot. Okay, so I don't need to bind the normal. I don't need to make notes of the normal axes because those are really obvious. By the way, I've mentioned this is a really weird setup. My desk is like just barely above my legs, because otherwise the sticks are way too high. We need to get, well, I need to get my mounts. Okay, analog hats are strafe. Make a note that's both of them. Okay. Pinky left is boost. Pinky right is toggle assist. Actually, I should change that from toggle assist to temporary disable assist, assuming that's a thing. Actually, here, let's get Sublime over here on this other monitor so I can see what's going on. And just reach over there and click on it. Okay. Is there a, not toggle as flight assist, but is there a button to just temporarily change into flight assist? Doesn't look like it. Or if there is, it's not listed here. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so lower thumb hats are weapon groups. Up 1, down 2, left 3, right 4. No. I can't express that in terms of left right. It is in 3, out 4. There we go. Okay. Now, we should go down through here and just make a note of everything I bound. Okay, these are all nice and easy, simple. Please remember. Full reverse. I didn't bind that to anything. Is there a button to clear? No, there isn't. Or at least not an obvious one. Yeah. I want to get notes of what I've bound so far before I do anything. Okay, apparently button 5 on joystick 1 is full reverse, but I don't recognize what that button even is. I'd like to clear some of these bindings. Okay, stop engines. Button 12. So that is left big red button. Left BRB is engine kill. Right BRB is fire primary at cursor. I don't know if we'll ever use that command or not, but we'll find out. Okay. Toggle flight assist is already noted. Stop engines is noted. Boost is noted. Fire primary. Fire secondary. Left and right triggers respectively. Okay, left trigger. Fire primary. Right trigger. Fire secondary. I don't know why I'm making a note of those. Those are really obvious. Okay. I could do secondary trigger, fire secondary, primary trigger, fire primary on both sides. But if I was going to do that, I would have to unbind some other stuff. And yeah, no thanks. Okay. Well, maybe I could do it actually. Fire secondary weapons for some reason gets more. Whatever. Okay. Selecting groups. I don't care about that. We have those bound already. Already noted. Okay. Toggle modes. 26, 28, 25. I think put the node toggle on this. Okay, let's. Yep. Okay, that is the right hat. Okay. Left. No. Right. Top right hat. Tab. Okay, up is travel. Down is long range scan. Out is scan. And in is map. Okay. And did I bind anything else of any note? Oh yes, camera. Okay, 23, 24. Did I bind those on anything? Okay. Let's double check. Yes, okay, that is the right. So left middle hatch is look. Okay, I did click on right middle hat to something as well, didn't I? Or didn't I? I did click on one of the hats to something. VKB store website lists downloadable mapping templates for left and right hand sticks in the middle of the product page. Well, I'll have to get them and mess with them later. For now, we're just making notes. Although they would come in handy. What did I bind click to on any of the hats? Oh, do you have the targeting controls yet that I haven't noted? Okay, 21, 22 on this stick. Okay. So it's the right middle hat is the targeting controls. Oh yeah, I bound deselect target. Right middle hat. Tab that out. Up is target. Up is target cursor. Down is target enemy. Left slash right. Wait, I've been noting those as in slash out. In slash out. Our next. Previous. And click is clear. Okay. So I have bound on the right stick. The analog hats are strafe. The right middle hat is targeting. The right top hat is mode switching. On the left middle hat is look. The left top outer hat is not bound to anything, apparently. Okay, cool. We'll probably have to bind that to common actions like docking and getting up and... Well, here, let's do that right now. For dock, we'll do up. For get up, we'll do down. And might leave it at that for now. Do left outer hat. Up is dock. And down is get up. And we're going to have to, of course, bind controls for walking around, too. Use blank templates, photo, how taskbar, some Verpal, then make them out fillable. Yeah, I'll do that eventually. Okay, wait a second, right? Top right hat. I need to rename this right outer hat for consistency. Okay, so I think we've got the very basics. Container magnet. I'm going to do out on that top stick. And toggle autopilot. I think we're going to do in on the stick. Make notes of those. Out is activate sock. And in is toggle autopilot K. Okay, so I think we're ready to go into game and just screw it up. See how it works. Okay. Actually, before we go into game, let's do menu navigation controls as well. Okay, emulated mouse cursor. Let's do that on what even are the rotation axes for this? Okay, horizontal. Vertical. Map pan will be, I think we'll put the map on the other stick. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Map rotate. I don't want to bind that actually. Okay, menu scrolling. We're going to use the nice big hat in the middle for that. Wait, that's right, not left. Dumbass. There we go. And menu select, we'll do click. Context menu, we'll worry about that one later. Emulated left mouse button. Primary trigger. Emulated right mouse button. Secondary trigger. What? They think the secondary trigger is D-pad controls. They're insane. Okay. That will be good enough for now. I'm going to make a note of this. Menu stuffs. A little hard to type when you've got your arm way out in front of you like this. Let's put a bar between there. Okay. Right stick is mouse. Right middle hatch is D-pad, we'll call it. Right primary is LMB. And right secondary is RMB. We'll probably just grab the mouse for most of this anyway. Is export done through Steam? Controller settings Steam might be causing that D-pad stuff. Might be. But yeah, it's definitely done through Steam. Not too worried about it. Okay, let's get platform navigation set up. First person walk. Forward. First person strafe. Look left, right. We'll do stick rotation. Look up, down. Actually, you know what? We're going to do look on the analog. Okay, there we go. That's where it already was. I guess I'm going to do jump on the big red button and run on the trigger. That should be acceptable. Crouch. Crouch should be the secondary trigger, I think. Okay, let's make a note of that as well. And then we are actually ready to go into the game. Okay, so right stick is walk. Right trigger is run. Okay. And then we did jump as right BRB was jump. And right crouch. Or crouch is right secondary. Not that you need to crouch much, but sometimes it's useful for jumping over things. Okay. Let's get into game and let's find out just how terrible all this is. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to have, proper controller maps eventually, but for now, those notes are nice and easy to just glance over and refer to. Yeah, we'll see how this works. I really, really need the proper controller mounts. They haven't even shipped the damn things yet. Whereas these sticks weren't even supposed to get here until Friday, according to FedEx. And all of a sudden they went, oh, we dropped them off already. Also, there we go. I hadn't quite muted the monitor stream. I want to leave the mouse here in the middle where I can reach it more easily. Load faster! Hopefully everything just works. But we'll see. It's a little weird looking down at my monitor like this. It should be, well, up here instead of down here. But that's just the way it'll have to be until the desk mounts get here. Because I'm not waiting until the desk mounts show up to use these things. That's just not happening. Okay, which ship are we in? Okay, we need to invert the throttle. General. Invert throttle. Oh, wait, no. Do that there. Okay, there we go. No? Okay, roll works. That's inverted. Okay. Okay, so let's leave that alone for now. Okay, primary. Okay. Left, right, unless adaptive steering is enabled. Secondary steering axis is roll, which is that, which was working just fine, and Z rotation. Steer up, down. Is that. Okay. Yeah, that's inverted. There's got to be a setting here. Invert axes. Aha, here we go. Steer up, down, inverted. Throttle, inverted. Boom. There we go. This is going to take a bit of getting used to. Yeah, I'm going to be overshooting like crazy for a long time. Oh, that's not what I want to do at all. There we go. Okay. And we engage that. We don't actually want to go through this gate, though. Believe it or not, some of the space buds like it the other way because it's correct for the physics of spaceflight. Well, just saying, they're weird. Okay. Okay. Gotta get used to this. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure whether I like roll better over here on this stick or whether I like the twist to roll better. I think having both available is probably a fine idea. Or I could have roll over here on this stick side to side. But then I'd have to roll every time I wanted to turn, which I don't really want to do. Okay, so this big red button is engine kill. That's interesting. Firing thrusters in the correct direction, move the other way. It's weird though. Yeah, I don't think I could get used to that. It's gonna take a lot of messing around to get used to. Man. And also, yeah, wow. It's like trying to learn how to run a skid steer for the first time. Okay, I think I really do need to have roll on this stick because I keep wanting to move this stick to roll for some reason. Let's just see if we can get used to this. A little bit. Okay, got a bit close there. See if you can loop around this. This is definitely very tricky. VKB probably software just the curves and sensitivity to your liking. Oh, I'm sure they do. I just need to figure out what to my liking is before I can even think about such a thing. Okay. I think we need roll to be on this, because I keep trying to move the stick side to side to roll. Let's try that. If it doesn't work, then we're going to have to do something different. Okay, primary steering. I'm going to change to this. And secondary steering, I'm going to change to this. Steer up, down is going to be the same. So this is going to be roll and steer. Okay, that right away actually feels a little bit better. It's a little weird. Okay, that feels way more... Probably because it's more plain-like. Yeah, that feels way better. Thrusters are analog on both sides, and you know what? Thruster up down thrusters is inverted. We need to fix that. Okay. Strafe up down, inverted. Yeah. Let's go over here a little bit closer to this so I can see what's going on. I need to remember I can fine-tune my throttle much more easily now.
Docking granted.
Okay, what was the docking control? It was on this, I think. Left outer hat, up dock.
Docking aborted.
Ah, there we go.
Docking granted. Docking.
Identifying criminal vessels. Please assist in pursuit.
Okay. Yeah. Thrusters are on the analog hats on both sides. So I can actually give double thrust inputs. Which... Okay. Roll it a little bit to level. Okay.
Civilian ship. C.
Now. There we go. Okay, so it still uses my mouse cursor for that, which is a bit odd. Occasionally I like to have forward reverse bound separately from throttle also. Currently the only thing I have bound separately from the throttle is the engine kill. And that's mostly for if I'm trying to... what do I call it? Okay. Ah! No, nose down. There we go.
Docking granted.
Now I need to use a stick for that. Got a little bit of roll. Roll's a bit too fast, but that's just because this is a fairly fast rolling craft. Also, when I'm doing close approach, my brain wants to go back to having everything be on this stick. And that is tricky. But that's not how it is. I'm going to make a change here. Okay. The primary steering axis, I'm actually going to have that be on the twist over here. So by default, it's left to right on this stick, but I can also just do everything with this stick here if I'm running into brain overload. So I can do like this to try to get myself lined up when doing close approach. Which, trying to dock like this without a docking computer would be interesting. Shit. No, that's not strafe. Get back over here, yo. Feels like it's got a bit too much dead zone. Okay. Go forward very slowly. Strafe downward. There we go. More or less. Here's one of the places where forward reverse thrusters are handy. I don't think there's bindings for forward and reverse thrusters in this game.
Successfully docked.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
Okay. Get a bit of forward going. Okay. What we need to do is just go find a spot that's fairly dense and fly in and out of stuff for a while. That'll help with maintaining
Please assist in pursuit.
throttle consistency and things like that. Okay, having left and right bound on stick twist is making this way easier because I can just skew my nose a little bit. Without having to really think about switching over to their stick so much. Okay, we have Dirty Scum and Wretched Skies 5.
Please assist in pursuit.
So the map is inward on one of these, I think. Inward on the right outer hat. So right there. Okay. Do I have zoom out bound to anything? I don't think I do. Well, screw it. That's why we have a mouse here. Okay. Oh. Hello, Melted Igloo, and thank you very much for the sub. It is greatly appreciated. We are trying to get used to a completely different control scheme, and it is going... well, it's going. Let's switch over to the big hunky ship, which is around here somewhere. Where did I leave it? Swan Song is in 2 grand. What's it doing in... oh, okay, I remember. It is... was refitting. And is headed back now. Speaking of which, how are we doing on exceptional weapon mods? They need stuff. Installed Kenshi again for some reason. It reminds you of X4 but on the ground. Kenshi's fun. I like it. You need to remember, that's the map button. Okay, so we have a K and a bunch of excitement in here. I'm tempted to go try to dogfight this, but that's gonna probably end in tears. Screw it. Let's do it anyway. Think the gate we need is right over here. Okay, targeting.
Boa.
Oh, that's the button I wanted. Gauge a little bit of zoom mode.
Boa.
No, not that.
Jump gate. Family.
Okay,
Crit.
that's not the gate I want. Is that the one I want? Oh, screw it. Let's select on a map like we should.
Jump gate. Wretched skies.
Yep, that's the one I want. Okay. There we go. I actually remembered a button. Get a bit of roll here. Now, if I remember correctly, turning flight assist on and off is pinky button on this stick. You have to look stuff up though, because otherwise it'd take years to find everything.
Entering system. Wretched skies.
Kenchi's certainly an interesting game. One of these days I ought to go replay it again. I played it a little while. Ooh. Actually, this is a case where I don't want to use roll. Okay. And right in we go.
Entering wretched skies. 5. Family. Phi.
Okay. I would prefer to avoid the K where possible, because we are not up to the kind of excitement I would normally get up to. Let's save our game at this point, because we're probably going to die. Okay, down in the middle hat is select nearest enemy. Up on the outer hat is drop out of travel drive.
M.
Flight assist disabled, that's why we weren't stopping. Okay. Well, let's re-engage travel drive to get back to where we were going. Okay.
Requesting immediate backup.
Get a little closer here. If I don't pay the best attention to chat today, it's because I'm concentrating rather hard. Okay, we actually blew something up. Engaging suck is something around here, but I don't remember which.
M. P.
Okay. Let's see. Activate suck is outward on the left outer hat. Aha, there we go. Not that it's going to do us much good here, but... Come on.
Thank you.
M.
Damn it, get out of my way, you. Why did I keep accidentally hitting the flight assist disable. Okay. Go ahead and go collect a bit of loots. And you probably should go find that K and see if you can do something to it. Dead zones on this seem to be pretty massive, to be honest. Oh, okay. It's not the button I wanted. It's the button I needed, but not the one I wanted. Something like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Engage suck. Give us a little bit of maneuvering here. Looks like some fun stuff is going on over there. Let's get a little closer, probably too far away. Where even is this stuff? Okay, there we go. It's coming toward us now. It's definitely easier to speed up and slow down than it is by default.
Laser Tower Mark 1.
And it's also easier to accidentally unselect all my weapons. There we go.
Awaiting orders.
Okay.
N.
Mr. N, buddy. I need you to go away. Okay.
M.
Oh. Back on target here. Ah. I suck. Glad I'm not trying this in one of the high maneuverability fighters.
M.
Trying this in an actual fighter like a Marais or something would... Yeah. I can do that with keyboard and mouse, but... Oh, get back here, you. Okay. That's a lot of loot. Let's suck it all up before we go anywhere else.
N.
I'm sure in a week or two I'll wonder how I ever got along with mouse and keyboard, but at this point, well, okay. I'm sure in a week or two I will realize why everybody playing PvP games
E. M.
is using keyboard and stick. Not keyboard and stick, mouse and stick. Used to watch someone who knew like everything about X4, but he stopped streaming. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, we probably shouldn't stop and pick that up.
N.
It likely would not result in a good result for us. Also, it's a good thing we have these relatively heavy medium shields. Okay. Oh, baby. Thing is, I overshoot a lot. I'll have to experiment some with that.
Thanks for your help.
We are getting our asses kicked. Let's boost out of here and recover a little bit. It looks like the K is having fun over here. Let's have a quick look. Okay, the swan song is on location. Let's bring the swan song into here. Okay.
P.
Mr. P, I don't like you or appreciate you very much. Okay. When I try to do anything precise is when it gets... Get a little boost. Flip over. Wonder if I can lower the dead zones or something a little bit, make this better. Okay.
N.
Right now it feels like there's a little too much dead zone.
M.
Give a little boost here.
Requesting immediate backup.
Oh yeah. That's the look control. Okay,
Thank you.
let's go get him, I guess. Boom.
M.
Boom.
M.
Also, I think I'd probably be better off if I dropped my arm rests. Fortunately, I only go down so far. But that's better. Maybe. Give me a little bit more freedom of movement. Oh. Yeah, that's better. A little bit.
N.
Okay. Well, getting a little bit more used to it. Still not very great, but more used to it.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Oh, critical.
We're gonna blow up.
Ejecting.
Yep, we blew up. Okay, let's load that game again, and let's get some more practice. So, I'm still pretty crap at it, but what do you expect? We've been using it for like, what is it now? Almost an hour. I changed some settings here. What all did I change? Things that I didn't list. Yeah. Because I didn't list anything except the hat controls, which I haven't changed any of them. I still haven't used these buttons for anything either. There's 4-finger buttons that are up on the side of the control, which would be a little hard to be reached for most of the time, but oh well. So hopefully, well, first thing we should do is kill the engines and then modify the orders for the swan song to come in here, because we're going to need the swan song here sooner rather than later. This dogfighting is great practice and all, but we do need to remember that there is an empire that we have to be defending. Oh, I wonder if some of those weird buttons that I wasn't sure what they were, if there are some of the buttons on the base, the ones that no sane person would ever use for anything. Okay, let's kill the engines. There's map. And the swan song is in open market, but is otherwise incoming. Go ahead and put that there. And then let's order the swan song to fly there. Okay.
Requesting immediate backup.
Now,
M.
there's an M that needs to go bye-bye. Don't want to use up too much of my shield coming in, but we use some. Boom.
M.
Yeah, let's get this guy as well. Okay.
M.
See if we can get this. There we go.
P.
P lined up. Okay. Give him a little boost, come back in. And there we go. Good. Drop my throttle a bit.
M.
Okay. Sometimes you can just snap right onto a target like you're perfect, and other times it's like you can't get the damn thing lined up for nothing. Okay, we definitely should roll this way. Alright. Give it a little more throttle, but not too much. Boom.
Hides. Sentinel.
We're taking hits.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to attack you.
Container.
How's twin sticks? How is twin sticks working? They're sort of working. Get around behind this. Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. Please get my stick somewhere.
Danger. Danger.
Okay, we hit something.
Danger. Explosion imminent.
Yeah, this maneuvering is definitely tricky.
Danger.
Okay, I need to figure out a way to rebind this so it fires at the center instead of at our... I don't want to target the Graviton L turret. There we go.
Danger.
That's actually what I wanted to do.
Danger.
Get drift over here this way a little bit. Okay. Drift across.
Danger.
Rotate the nose out.
Danger.
Oh, shut up. We're not actually in danger of anything. Except my incompetence. We're in danger of that. Let's check, see if there's a setting for what I actually want to do. Okay, so we have fire primary weapon at cursor. That's not what I want. And I don't want fire primary weapon either, because that fires at your selected target. I want a fire straight ahead one, like cursor. But also not like cursor, because my mouse cursor could be who knows where, you know? Is there a center cursor option? Because if there's a center cursor button, then I could bind that to something useful. I don't see one. I guess you would just have to put the cursor somewhere useful and then use the fire at cursor button. That's super annoying. But sometimes you do not want to fire at a target. Needs a mod to center cursor, but never gotten it to work. Well, that's annoying. I guess we'll just have to put our cursor in the center and... Oh.
Explosion imminent.
There we go.
Danger.
I just realized we need to get clear of here.
Explosion
Okay.
imminent. Ides. Sentinel.
Okay, we don't actually want to target that.
M.
We do want to target that though.
Immediate backup.
Yeah, I need to adjust these so that they have smaller dead zones. So you can actually make small movements and have things happen. Instead of nothing happened, nothing happened, nothing happened. Whoa!
P.
Which is how it is now with pretty much every single axis. Fly. Okay, can you adjust the dead zone in X4? Or am I gonna have to do that with a separate app? Let's find out. Joystick dead zone. Oh, 50%. No wonder. That's huge. Let's try like a 5%. See how that works. Who in the world would ever think a 50% dead zone is a reasonable thing to do? Okay, that is so much better. That makes a huge difference. I can actually move the stick a tiny little bit and get things to happen. I can maneuver.
Thank you.
Who thought 50% dead zone was a good idea? What the hell?
N.
Okay. Well, we figured out one reason why I was crap. That is so much better. It actually feels like I have some degree of control now.
M.
I don't know if you guys can notice a immediate improvement in my flying ability, but I can feel one.
N.
It actually feels kind of natural now. Sort of.
I. Sentinel.
Okay. That changed the whole thing. That is so much better. I actually feel like I'm in control now.
N.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, yeah. That's amazing. Speaking of amazing,
Thank you.
somewhere around here, we just got a swan song.
Sin.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, where is the swan song? It's over this way.
Thank you.
Those VKBs probably have magnetic sensors. Yeah, they do. Not rheostats. Mag sensors should never wear out. The cheapies are rheostats wear over time. Gas center needs Z zones. Yeah. These things, they have Hall effect sensors. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Also, engine kill is one of these big red buttons. That one. Okay. There we go. And docking is...
Docking not possible.
Oh, we're in a medium-sized ship. Okay. Well. Teleport. Which did I... Oh yeah, I had look on that stick. This is definitely suboptimal. Did I not bind that to anything? Well, screw it. Okay. Let's go take this in just for the loot suck alone. The big red button of doom. Kind of. It is. This big red button is the engine kill. Okay, currently I have it. So this stick, forward and back is nose up, nose down. Side to side is roll. Twist is yaw. This one, side to side is yaw. And forward and back is throttle. Which side to side yaw is... I don't use it really. And then the analog hats, which are the inner ones on both sides, are there we go. The analog hats are for thrust, which admittedly is... I'm not used to that, and so I'm not using thrusters nearly as much as I used to. Because before, thrusters were just WASD and you used that all the time. But anyway. Oh. I can't really... I know I bound some controls. Okay, we're a long ways from where we need to be. Let's just randomly select one of these bastards and go for it. I know I bound some controls for moving around the map. I should unbind those because, let's face it, I'm going to be using the mouse for that because the mouse is just right here. And anything else is that way lieth insanity. In fact, let's go do that right now. Settings. Controls. Menu navigation. Is there a button I can press that will not bind that button, but instead delete whatever binding I'm pressing on? Because that would be extremely helpful. I don't want emulated mouse cursor either. Usually it's like escape or backspace. Escape just cancels. Backspace tries to bind backspace. I normally would say somewhere if they had such a thing, so maybe they just don't. Okay, that's not the button I want. Apparently you can't bind the function keys. That's annoying. You bind scroll lock? No, you can't. How about... there's something that I'm quite sure isn't used for anything. Problem is, I'm pretty sure every single key on this keyboard is used for something. Well, those are... where are columns, so axes, so it wouldn't work anyway. I don't know if there's any way to unbind. That's annoying. I'm thinking about it, I could bind all these to one axis, one at a time, to delete the previous bindings. Like this. So we can do that at least. But then... now what? Oh, I know what. I can use as a bindable axis for this. No, if I do that, I'm going to go insane if I ever set this to anything else. Actually, there we go. Oh, wait, that's not even bindable for that. Rotor encoder? No. Well, we're certainly not going to bind it to the throttle axis. Because that way lieth insanity. I guess we'll just go bind those to emulated mouse cursor. Just because at least we don't have map pan bound to this anymore. Okay, platform movement. We'll leave bound for now. I do have some of that stuff bound, but you don't have a universal button you never use for anything? No. No, I don't. Okay, so get ready on the engine kill. And engage the suck. Give it a little bit of engine. Bring our nose around. Level out a bit. I think we're actually upside down. Yeah, I knew what you meant. And I didn't catch the mistake either, so. Gauge a little bit more. Throttle, get going this way. I don't know if I'm upside down now or right side up. I think I might probably be. Wait. Okay, I need to make sure that a lot of these buttons are completely unbound. I should go through the list. Okay, here. Let's go to settings. Controls. General. And let's bind. Oh. Is there a completely innocuous thing that I don't care if I accidentally hit it? We'll use this. Okay, I'm gonna press basically every button on this thing. That I'm not already using for something. In the probably vain hope that I can completely eliminate. Okay, that one I actually want left alone. That is D-pad up. Okay. Whatever you say. Cycle camera view, I definitely don't want that bound to that, thank you. Fire secondary, I definitely don't want that bound to that. Or reverse. Getting rid of some of these bad bindings that... These are things like various flippy deals and other fun stuff on the yeah, that one I actually want left bound. Okay. What did I just press? We need to do that for menus as well, because there's a lot of weird crap that we definitely don't want bound to anything. Yeah, I'm going to bind fire primary to that now. And then we're going to go up back up here and rebind fire primary. Boom. Okay, that should have wiped out all the unused buttons. After you finish setting up binds, save your settings to custom, save profile. I definitely should do that, yes. Go platform movement. Let's just bind everything that's not bound. Actually, there's an easier way to do this. There we go. Okay. There we go. Like that. And this should be cleaned up. Menu navigation, though, is going to be the pain in the ass one. Menu select, I think I bound that to that. Okay, yes. Open context menu. Who knows what that was bound to? Gonna use this as the delete button. What do you mean you're not gonna accept that as an option? Oh, there we go. Okay, basically all the controls that I didn't bind myself, I'm deleting because that way lieth insanity. What? Get back to where we were. Okay. Oh, don't you... You piece of shit. Okay. Wait. You can use delete to delete a binding. Okay. Piece of shit. It's very touchy though. If you use delete the wrong moment, it zooms you straight out of wherever you were. Oh. Yeah. Just wait a second and then do it and you can be sure it won't do the wrong thing. Let's actually remove the emulated mouse cursor, which I was going to do earlier as well. Let's remove that. Wait. How did they get a second row for those? That's interesting. Can we click that and get a binding? Guess not. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to delete these as well because, let's face it, none of those do what they are supposed to do. Target object in map. No thank you. We can use the mouse for that. Or, mouse and keyboard. I probably should bind that to a button over here, so I don't have to reach down for the keyboard to do it. We'll worry about that in the future when I'm actually a little more comfortable with this setup. Okay, we do have everything nuked. Everything that shouldn't be set to a control is no longer set to a joystick control. Okay, so we'll save this for now. There we go, save profile. Yes. I want to rename that. initial. Okay. Yes. All right. So hopefully that'll prevent us from hitting these damn buttons with my hand and screwing things up completely. Because if you do the wrong thing, you can hit these top buttons on the base, which, why would you put buttons on a base like this? That's so stupid. I know cheap joysticks do it. This joystick is expensive enough, they don't need to have that kind of crap. I mean, it is kind of a cheap joystick, but it's well-made cheap joystick. I never really could understand this little flip throttle in the middle of a joystick base thing. It's like, you're seriously gonna have two hands on your joystick trying to do whatever you're messing around with, when you could have one hand on your keyboard actually controlling things? It just doesn't seem very reasonable. Okay. I should bind this twist to roll. So that I can do a little bit of flight control with just this stick instead of having to use this one if I want to roll. Had to think about that. Not sure what else I could really bind that to. Because you can do some amount of flight control. Let's do that. Let's see if we can do that. General, secondary steering, roll, Z rotation. Okay, for stick 2. So these sticks, their X and Z axes do the same things, but flipped, which is weird. So this one, stick twist is roll, and this one, side to side is roll. Stick twist is flat turn. This one, side to side is flat turn.
Thanks for your help.
Which is definitely weird.
Thanks for your help.
But oh well, we weren't using the axis for anything else.
Request permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
That does allow us to at least do some basic maneuvering with only one hand on. Of course, we can also do mouse flight still. But I'm not doing that because I need to get some experience with this.
N.
Think I can dogfight? Get over here, you. Yeah, we're a bit heavy and slow for that.
Requesting immediate backup.
Okay, so
Container.
let's see if we can
M.
select you. Hey, stop moving. Get back here. Give you something to think about. We're really out here to collect the loot. We should send this back to home base and start messing around with flying the fighters a little more. Because this thing is a giant pig. Okay, so this is the mode switching. Now, it's alternate fire. And what was in? Oh, in was map, duh. This is scan mode. Long range scan mode. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a bit of loot out here, but we'll collect that. Yeah, I can't believe how well. Okay, I can't believe with the dead zone set to 50% like that. Well, first of all, I can't believe that they had the dead zone set to 50%. That's just flat out insane. But I can't believe how huge of a feel change that made. I mean, with it being set that insane, I can believe it. But one little tweak.
Katana.
Okay. I need to bind that to something. Platform movement. It's not actually an option. Okay. Is it one of the menu navigation options? Okay, so interact. Just interact with something when you're moving around on a platform. There is no button here for that. So I'm going to assume it's one of the controls somewhere else. Which is problematic. Back to platform movement. Let's bind run to that. That's the same as, well, no, it's not actually. That's the same. Bind it to that one. So it's the same as using boost. And with bind, walk to both y-axes, strafe to both x-axes, and the look on both, basically make both sticks the same for walking around. So I can probably, more realistic, I'll use a combination of the two. But actually I'm kind of tempted to flip them. Let's do that. Okay. No. Wait, this is all screwed up now. Okay. There we go. How did that get unbound? Oh, I see what it did. Okay. So, walk is either this side's analog hat, and look is this side's stick, and, okay, and run is the same button as boost. See how that works for a little bit here. Okay, I think I might actually want to reverse that. Okay. Walk is that. Strafe is that. Look left, right. Look up, down. Okay, for you. Walk is that. Strafe is that. Look left, right. Look up, down. Okay. I might want to invert that. But at least I can look around and walk at a reasonable... Now the question I was... Okay, that needs to be inverted. Can I invert that separately? Look up, down. Invert. Or rather, uninvert. Much better. Okay, so what button do I use to take control of ship? It's not primary fire. It's not secondary fire. Whatever it is, by default, it's bound to left mouse button. Okay, is there any bindings for left mouse button in here at all, or is that just hard-coded? Okay, alternatively is F. Does it? Is there any binding for F anywhere in platform movement? No, there is not. Anywhere in general? Or is dialogue the option that does it? Okay. Oops. Let's try binding primary fire to dialogue menu interaction. Nope, that doesn't do it. What button does it? Yeah, it is F that does it. By default. There's no binding for F listed here. The only binding for F in here is for dialogue menu interaction, which I didn't think that would work, and it definitely didn't. And there's nothing in general for that. Is there? Interaction menu. Okay, I wonder if that's it. Let's see. Let's use that button. That's gonna be awkward and weird. That's it. Okay. I need to make a note of that. It is right index button is interaction when walking about. It probably does more than that as well. But anyway. Okay, let's see what happens if I set to no joystick dead zone. Okay, even thinking about moving moves. Okay. That's acceptable, I think. Let's go save our profile. And let's go find somebody below up. Is there anybody around here who needs it?
M.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Hall effect sensors are supposed to be accurate to within 1% and should work without dead zone. Use 1% is more than enough. Yeah, I had it at 5%. That was pretty good. I have it at 0% now. And that seems to be working as well, so we'll see. I might go in and turn it off, turn it on to like a small number later. But for now, we'll try rocking it at 0 for a bit. If I start noticing that I'm accidentally inputting small phantom movements when I don't want to, then I might have to be about changing it. But yeah, this is going to be a long process of tweaking and changing and modifying, and what button did I set that to, and okay.
Jump gate. Heretics and...
We don't want to go to Heretics End. Also, Heretics End. I know I've heard it say that many times before, but it doesn't bother me any less. Okay. So it might be time to try out a fighter and see just how twitchy that's going to be.
Thank you.
Because this is a medium ship.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry to get the hang of it. I think I might... doesn't really seem to need a dead zone. Even just like wiggling the stick a little bit seems to be okay.
Entering Wretched Skies 10.
Oh, we don't want to be in Wretched Skies. What did I come here for? Well, I guess this is one way to get some combat experience in. Game. There we go. It didn't want to recognize that I was twisting the stick a little. Yeah, I do think we need a small dead zone. Just a little bit of one. I think we'll set like 2% and see how that works. The problem is I need to
Awaiting orders.
I need to stop drifting sideways when I'm pushing the throttle all the way forward. It's too easy to drift sideways. I think I'm going to go back up to the 5% dead zone I had earlier. That's it was enough that I didn't have that problem. But I didn't really notice the dead zone. I might lower it later, but we'll see for now. Yeah. That feels a little bit better. Helps account for my heavy-handedness. Probably change it later.
P.
Okay, you, buddy. Need to go away. Having boost on the having boost on my left pinky button is actually working surprisingly well. I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't be able to use it effectively, but
N.
and having the targeting controls on the hat stick is working out pretty well too. Okay. Starting to get used to it.
Container.
Okay, so.
Accelerator. Wretched skies. 5. Family. 5.
Okay, that is a minor problem, though. It's easy to bump the lower thumb hat. Then you end up going to who knows what weapons group. Having the weapons group on that hat is a good idea, I think. Okay.
Entering wretched skies. 5. Family. 5.
You want to go over this way. And get right there. Yeah. Those hats are pretty nice. I think I want to change the order they go in, though. Because having 4 be inward and 3 out. I thought I made my note.
Skies. 4. Family.
Okay.
Valka.
What did I write for my notes for that? 3 in, 4 out. 4 is in, 3 is out. This one is 3 in, 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one's correct. This one is not. Let's go change that. Actually, I don't... I think I might want to change that completely. Let's see. Here we go. Weapon groups. I'm going to change these completely. Damn you. It's so easy to accidentally bind a mouse axis to something. And then hit delete a second later and get boosted all the way out of the menu. Okay, those are all deleted. Now, we want next primary weapon group. Okay, those are still bound somehow. I want that to be forward. Previous to be back. And the same over here. We won't use the side to side for anything. Aha, we missed one somewhere. Okay, let's go through here and make absolutely sure we have nuked every single joystick setting. Because some things are listed as D-pad, and that is very much not what they are. Okay, targeting we have available. I need to experiment with the camera controls. That is this over here. Make absolutely sure I've exterminated all the D-pad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all exterminated. Save the profile. Okay. Camera mode. Doesn't seem to do anything? Question mark. Yeah, it certainly doesn't do what I want it to do, which is switch between these. Also, I don't have a way to zoom in and out, and that's going to be required. Well, no, because if I'm in this mode, I can just go ahead and reach down here and use the actual. Well, that's bad though. Okay, Well, camera mode doesn't do what I thought it did. That was not what I wanted to click on. Okay, camera mode. Where was it? Cycle camera view. Let's try that. If you mute Twitch when lurking, it doesn't count the streamer as a watch. Yeah, I know that. Or you can just set the volume really low, which is what I do when I'm feeling lazy. I have a browser extension that lets me mute a tab and everything, and I don't use it. I just set the volume low. Okay, so camera zoom in and out. Is there something reasonable I can use for that? You know what? That might be used for the rotary encoder down here. Well, let's try that. It's a bit inconvenient. Oh yeah. And we can use this to rotate around. Use the rotary encoder to zoom out. That works pretty well. Yeah, okay. I'll have to make a note of that. Where did I... Left middle hat, look. Left. Rotary encoder. Look, zoom. Okay. All right, now I think this is where we're going.
Jump gate. Family. Zin.
Yeah, it is. Get lined up with the target there. I think 5% dead zone is pretty much exactly what I want. Maybe we could cut it a little bit, but that it gives me enough precision that it feels good. I think I might try to slowly turn it down over time. Get more or less used to it, then turn it down a little bit. Get used to that, turn it down a little bit. See how that works out. Which reminds me. Okay, we want to hit the kill engines, which is the left big red button.
Entering system. Family. Zin.
Also, their idea of next and previous is not my idea of next and previous. Well, actually. No, their idea of next and previous is my idea of next and previous. I'm just thinking about going up and down, not to the next one and back. So let's go change that. Okay. Here we go. Next is actually going to be the down one. And previous will be up. Or in and out, I guess. Next, secondary. Previous, secondary. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Let's go back over to the home station. Now, what has been going on while I have been goofing around trying to learn how to fly again. Go back over here and figure it out. I think I might as well rebind the other big red button to also be kill engines. Assuming I can figure out how to bind 3 things to one button. Okay, that is the bottom. Okay. How is the first steps doing? The first steps is deep in the throes of energy cell construction. Resources. Almost everything is hauled into place.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
We have some amount of materials on hand for everything. Somehow the station account seems to be growing. Not sure about that. Computronic substrate, we have 12k on hand. Silicon carbide, we have 2,000 on hand, which is a bit low it seems. Agricultural trader bought something from us. No, sold something to us. That was a transfer. Why are we receiving money transfers here? I'm 99% sure that I did not just transfer about 1,000 credits in. Oh, we sold a baldric to the PIO. So that's where some of that money came from. We sold multiple baldrics to the PIO. We sold a baldric for over $1 million to the PIO? What are they, insane? I guess that's probably about what a baldric would cost. But then what are these really cheap ones? Go check something here. What's our sold ships? Yeah, we're charging 150%. I guess, I mean, as long as they want to spend a lot of money, I don't care. I can live with that. Selling ships to the PIO. Okay, now, somewhere around here, let's remove orders from the Swan Song. Let's switch over to the Shape of Things to Come for a bit. This is a much twitchier ship.
Tacoba.
Get out of my seat, please.
Greetings.
Okay, doesn't feel too bad. Full roll is a bit much, but yeah. Let's go. This is a bit boring, but it will be useful training. Weaving in and out of the station for a bit. We definitely don't want to do that at full speed. Or at least we can't with any kind of degree of accuracy. So we're gonna have to cut down the throttle speed a bit. Normally I set a throttle when I'm doing this, but since we have HOSAS, setting a throttle isn't really something you can do. Okay, let's try to weave in and out up here. Oh, a bit low. Now what I normally... Okay, that was screwed up completely. Normally what I try to do when I'm doing this is keep the cockpit side toward the thing I'm flying over. So rotate. Rotate again. Rotate again. And I need to switch which direction I'm turning every time because inverted. And then not inverted. Oops. Even going as slow as we are, this is a bit tricky.
Backing permission granted.
Whereas mouse and keyboard, I would hardly need to think about this. Ah, okay. There we go. It's good flight training, though.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
There we go. There's the docking button.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
I'm not interested in your docking. Okay. Such a simple little drill. And yet it requires coordinating basically all the stick inputs. Okay, whoops. Nope, that's not right. Okay.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Feels like I'm getting a little bit better at it, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Shut up about that already, please. I guess we can move out a little farther and pick up the speed. Okay. Rolled a little too far. Okay. Roll a little bit that way. Keep rolling a little too far here is the problem. I meant to do that. Okay. Reminds you when you're trying to learn to fly FA off in Elite. Yeah. This is definitely very different than what I am used to. As you go through the roll, you need to... Here.
Backing permission granted.
Okay. So I'm using stick twist for yaw. And that is a little easier than trying to use yaw over here on this stick. Although this, I probably should be using yaw on the other stick more, because I do have it there. I just need to get used to it. Also, okay, here. Need to be careful. Whoa, baby. Ah! Okay, we completely screwed that one up. I was doing sort of okay. And then... Okay. And then we roll over. And in the middle of the roll... Okay, so... It's harder to stay coordinated, it feels like. Because during the roll, you need to also be bringing the other... Oh, okay there. Screwed it up. Need to be bringing the other stick over, but not too much, because if you do, then you screw it up completely. And I am an expert at screwing it up completely at this point. Let's just try some nice flat turns around here and then add rolling into the flat turn. Weaving in and out is maybe a little harder than what I need at the moment. If I can just kind of keep a more or less circle while rolling. Sort of, kind of. X4 is similar flight mode. It wouldn't be flight assist off, would it? Yeah, no thanks.
Docking granted.
Oh wow, we're kind of stuck. Let's kill the engines here. Oh, we're out. Just like that. Get flight assist off. There we go. It's basically... Here.
Docking aborted.
I'd have to use side thrusters a lot more in that. If I wanted to have any hope of being able to pilot at all.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Yeah, I'd want a completely different control setup for flying like this, that's for sure. And this makes throttle control much more useful. Yeah. Because so right now I have my throttles, I have my, my here. Let's get this back to the not quite brain melting setting. Right now I have my thrusters on the analog hats. Which, if I'm using thrusters a lot, is definitely suboptimal. But for a little bit of thrustering maneuvering or something like that, pretty reasonable. But if I was trying to fly fully flight assist off, I would definitely have to do some pretty serious tweaking. Yeah. I would have to have my thrusters on here or something. But then I need to figure out something for up and down thrust as well. Actually, probably what I'd want to do if I was going to do that is get a omni throttle base for this stick. And then I could use the twist for up and down. So you'd have side to side, back and forth, and then twist for up and down. That seems like pretty reasonable. I thought about getting the omni throttle base On the other hand, because for X4, throttle is much more set it and forget it than what it might be in some other games. So, but I didn't end up doing it. At least not yet. Definitely the way to get used to flying this more will be doing fun time maneuvering around the station. Can I please not roll? There we go. Screwed that all up. Get going fast enough, can't keep it in go anyway. Okay. Much simpler, but I keep flipping and rolling. Okay. Okay, this is definitely a lot more complicated than running a skid steer. Which is what I have most of my machine time on. Although I'm sure I didn't think that when I was first trying to learn how to run one. I remember it being mildly difficult. Okay, please. Okay. It's proceeding. Such a simple maneuver. Like, how could you possibly screw it up? You could screw it up by constantly rolling, damn it. Ah! Okay, so this is roll. Maybe I should have that on bound. Honestly, let's do that. I don't think I ever need to use... I mean, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Secondary steer is roll. Let's clear that. I'm tempted to turn off primary steer on twist. Because I have a feeling that trying to twist and roll with the same hand is screwing me up. But then I'm definitely going to have to learn how to do steer completely with that stick. Let's try it. This is probably a terrible idea. Because now, if I want to... Yeah. One of the FA off training maneuvers to do is face the surface and fly sideways around the ring while keeping the nose pointed at the ring. Okay, let's see if I can learn how to do this. Okay. I'm already noticing a great reduction in accidental rolling. So maybe it was my throttle hand that was having that problem. Family's in. We've got a K. Wow. Clearly, that can't be allowed. Get out of my chair. Or away from my console. Yeah, I definitely need to do more coordination training, basically. Flying in a pattern over and over again until I get used to it. But I think I'm going to try having it so that yaw is only on this stick and that twist does nothing on either side. That's definitely going to require a little bit of practice. Okay.
Jump gate. Barca's Cascade.
I think that's probably going to be better in the long term. Because trying to do yaw on twist on the right stick, I think that's screwing me up. It was easy conceptually, and in some ways it felt natural. But trying to do certain kinds of roll and yaw at the same time was just not working. Yeah, anyway. Okay, be ready on the big red button.
M.K.
Okay. Full speed ahead. We're straight above him. Maneuvering of any kind is going to be trying to shoot subsystems with this thing. Well, it'll be interesting. Drop off some of our speed. I think we're at a good enough angle. Oops. Or a good enough angle that I just kind of want to charge right in. Nope, we're overheated already. Get in close and let the secondaries blaze away. Okay. That gun's gone. We're being shot by his secondaries. As pitiful as they basically are. See if we can get rid of this. I'm not sure why that front turret didn't seem to be shooting at us. But it's gone now. Let's give us a bit of up thruster. Oh, that was a big miss. Okay. Are we undershooting? Oh, I'm mixing up my, okay, I see what the problem is.
Explosion imminent.
Oh. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention to his health bar because I was too busy focusing on trying to do the maneuvers I wanted to do. Wow, he blew up. That's good. Let's engage the loot suck. Yeah, I think the current twist does nothing is... Okay, what is that? Left outer hat. Inward. Toggle autopilot K. Okay. I keep pressing that by accident. Meaning to use the... what do I call it? Ugh. Okay, let's try turning the dead zone down just a little tiny bit. Turn it down to 4. As long as that's not causing problems, we'll leave it there. I keep wanting to twist the stick to move the nose, but I think I'm better off without that. Also, the mouse cursor is a problem. I need to look up. I did notice on Reddit when I was reading a few threads about using HOSAS or HOTAS with X4. There was mention of a auto center mod. So I'll have to see what that consists of. Hopefully it's not just like an auto hotkey script I have to run in the background or something, because if that's the case, yeah, no thanks. Okay, let's take the wheelbarrow out. Ugh. Why do you have a container of 191 kelp meat sitting beside our station? Okay, stuff is being built. What are we doing with energy cells? Are we still negative? Yes, but not by much. Okay, good.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Let's have a look at how we are doing on basic resources. Okay, I'm not interested in, I'm interested in storage levels. There we go. Okay, storage level has been falling off on helium. Hydrogen's been holding steady. Methane been going up. Now it's holding steady, maybe falling off a little bit. Ore has had a bit of a roller coaster ride. Seems to be going up right now. Silicon, not quite as roller coastery as ore. Helium's something to keep an eye on though. It's been going down at a steady rate, which might mean that helium's just not used very much, and so it's not delivered very often. Okay. Well, we might be okay.
Katana.
Get out of my seat. Okay, so let's see. Where should we go? What should we do? Do we have any missions that are waiting that we need to finish? Ugh. We have this one to teleport the main base, which we would probably want to do eventually. We have the PIO entrance mission. We have the parented mission that we're never doing. And we have the split. We have the split missions, which we're not going to do until for a little bit yet, maybe. I want a max the F out fighter before I do that. Okay, weapon mods. They did manage to find the advanced components, they just need to get the plasma conductors now. Plasma conductors, huh? Let's see. Okay, who is selling plasma conductors? This is argon, isn't it? Well, they're not actually interested in selling them to me, that's for sure. Anybody down here who sells them? No? Nobody? Really? Okay. Who sells them in second contact? Oh. I see. I see how it is. They're sold here at the... Why did the Parented have a station here? You know what? Sometimes it's better not to ask. Okay, so... Baldric probably doesn't want to fly that far. Which I can understand. They have 2,000 some plasma conductors there.
Requesting permission to dock.
How many do we need? 300? 300, okay. Where's that Baldric again? Still selected. Or it was until a second ago. Okay. Trade with. We want 300, but I would prefer not to have to type it in if I didn't have to. Okay. There we go. And then when you're done buying those, come right back and dump them. All right. Let's go over here to the we're gonna call them. Okay, that's not the button I wanted. The one I want is right beside it. The equipment dock, and we'll fly around that for a bit for practice. Okay. Now.
Known criminal identified.
Let's go ahead and see if we can do some maneuvering. I definitely should cut down on the throttle a little bit. Like that, maybe? Okay, let's try to do some basic weaving again. That got completely screwed up. Okay. As long as you're not trying to do a dedicated task, you can pretend that you're doing cool maneuvers. And it all works out. When you actually start doing trying to do a specific, relatively detailed maneuver, it all goes to shit. Oh. Oh, almost. The problem is, I tend to start giving it too much throttle. I'm not used to having to feather my throttle like this. Well, I am used to feathering my throttle, but then having it set at whatever position I leave it at, instead of being up to the whim of how hard I'm pushing forward. Which is sometimes problematic. Okay. And around. And around again. Okay. Let's just go ahead and try this a little bit. Okay, let's go over here and see if you can. Oh, baby.
Smuggling vessel found nearby. Please assist in pursuit.
Please don't leave me stuck. Okay, that was weird. I had the stick pulled back to full and it wasn't registering as that I was supposed to have a throttle setting. Okay. Right like this. Give it enough oomph to keep going and try to keep a little bit of coast going so we keep our nose pointed sort of at the target. And of course, keep correcting for where our nose is pointed versus our roll all the time. That, we're way off center. For some reason, I just want to collapse and sleep right now. I don't know why I'm suddenly so tired. Probably because I didn't sleep nearly as much last night as I should have. That's why you don't stay up to 5 in the morning. But I couldn't help it. Wasted was playing a scum. Apparently, the serious talks have begun about starting the scum server back up. Which has got me very interested, of course. And apparently, it's looking like the difficulty might be cranked way up. By basically cranking puppet spawns way high. Which could be very interesting. I'm watching what was going on with the testing. And yeah, it looked quite fascinating. They were all talking about how difficult this is. And it's like, okay. I think I can probably handle that. Just have to take it slow and make sure you do the ambushing instead of vice versa. Use terrain to your advantage. All that fun stuff. Don't shoot loud, noisy things into large groups. Boink. Okay, that wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Okay, definitely the thing I need to try to get practicing with coordinated flight again is to do the flipping while weaving thing. Which means I should probably go back to somewhere that has a good ring that we can attempt it with. Okay. Roll. Whoa. Okay. These are too close together. At least to do it at this speed. Let's see if you can get a little bit of distance and then come in again. But anyway. Cranking puppet counts would definitely make it harder. But I think Wasted and Avi were overestimating how much harder it's going to be. Wasted, for example, was using a bow, which is fine. I would use a bow too. However, he was doing it with like 1/10 of the amount of ammunition he should have had. He should have just sat down and cranked out a whole bunch of ammunition. Got a couple stacks worth. Basically filled his backpack and quiver. And that probably would have helped a lot. It wouldn't have been perfect, but it would have helped a lot. And Avi was using melee weapons. And I've never had good luck with melee weapons, even when I took some melee skill. Well, except like when I had a sword or a katana or something, that kind of worked out sometimes. But he was using a sledgehammer, which is not a great weapon. Yeah. This mic arm is not designed for this much altitude. I can't wait till my desk mounts arrive, because I really need them. Okay, so let's try. Okay, there we go. That didn't really work. Anyway, these things really need the desk mounts. Get them positioned at a better altitude, better height, whatever. But more importantly, fixed in place so they don't wobble around on the desk. I mean, they're fairly heavy, so they stay in place decently. But it's not really good enough. Sort of. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, my mic arm is too low. My webcam is too low. It's sort of adjusted. At least it's not cutting off the top of my head like it was when it was still set to default. If I play any games that aren't X4 before I get the desk mounts, I'll definitely have to fix that. Or any games where I don't use these, I guess. Which I don't know if I'm going to do that, because I need a lot of practice. A lot of practice. He says as he just completely screws up. Okay, come on. I need to use more thrusters as well. Okay. But anyway, I was planning today to either play Satisfactory or I was actually thinking about playing Scum and just doing games, starting the game, playing till I have, you know, not good gear, but until I have a reasonable set of gear, and then starting over again and again and again to help practice game starts. But obviously, FedEx and their lying tracking system went ahead and put a stop to that in the best possible way. I just wish the company I ordered the desk mounts from would finally ship the damn things. Okay. Come on. And through there. Walk. We should go find a dogfight somewhere. Get a little bit more shooty at thingies, progress, experience, whatever. This does not look like a reasonable dogfight. Go engage in. Actually, have they created any caves since last time I looked at this area? Looks like they still just... Oh wait, no, they have 2 now. They must have built a K. These guys really aren't doing great at gathering resources. Things aren't going so good for the Parented and Wretched Skies. Okay, how is the first steps going? Oh, they're almost done with the energy cells. Are we net positive on energy cells? Yes, we are. Okay, good. We're seem to be doing okay on resources in general. Combintronic substrates at 15k. Metallic microlattice, 52k. How are we doing on silicon carbide? 2300. Not amazing. It is going up fairly steadily. How much silicon carbide are we making per? Yeah, 4 machines making it. We probably need to build more. We're getting... Oh, wait, no. We're producing 2300. We have 4000. Okay. We should probably take this chance to build another set of fighters. Koba. Standard preset. Can we build 20 yet? Yes, we can. Ooh, baby. Can we build 30? Yes, we can. How about 40? No, we can't. Okay, so 30 it is. We'll build 30 of them. That should be fine. Okay.
Asp.
Let's go have a look at the asp. I have to say, oh, use the thrusters. The asp is a fairly pretty ship. Don't like it quite as much as I do the, what do I call it? Quite as much as I do the Chimera. But it's a pretty ship. Okay. Time is it? Only 9:30? Feels way later. I definitely should have slept more. I'm about ready to fall asleep in my seat. We need to get something more exciting going. Oh, what should we do? Let's take and I definitely could get a fight if I went down to Tharkus Cascade, but I don't want to do that because this place is mean and evil and doesn't let you regenerate your shields. It looks like there's pretty steady stream of Xenon raiding parties in Wretched Skies.
Jump gate. Wretched Skies.
So let's go over there. And see what there is to see. Get nice and lined up on the gate. Leaving a level out where we're at it. No, for no particular reason, but... oh boy.
Entering system. Wretched Skies.
I'm certainly not going to stream late tonight. I am completely pooped. Or at least not very late. Okay, you're there.
Entering Wretched Skies. 5. Family Phi.
Okay. Get ready on the engine kill.
P.
Alright. Let's go do some shooty stuff.
High-tech factory.
No, not you.
N.
So boom.
N.
Okay. Everybody go boom. Maybe. Okay, let's go through here and see what we can collect in the way of loot. little bit of speed, but not too much.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we're going to collect everything
Thank
fairly
you.
easily. You know, I might end a little early today. I am so tired right now.
Requesting immediate backup.
Okay, let's thruster over here, see what we can find.
M.
Hey, you. Go away, please. Come on. Drop off a little bit of speed. And boom.
M.
Okay, he's quite a ways away. The thruster should be fine. Okay.
Backing permission granted.
Blow this guy up quickly.
Thank you.
Oh. Zoned out for a second there.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
Okay, that must have been the turrets doing a bad. Hey, where do you think you're going? Get back here. I didn't tell you you could leave. Okay. And room? No. Oh, there it goes, Kaboom.
N.
And should have held a little bit more. Okay. Engage loot sock. Oh boy.
Requesting immediate backup.
M.
Go blow this M up quick. Okay. Collective loot. Let's go see what's over here.
Container.
What did I have on the other? I don't think I have anything on that button. Oh, there we go.
Beyond my expectations.
Yay! Okay, that's a really nice thing to have happen. Okay, so we've got some random xenon in our home system.
Autopilot engaged.
Let's take the swan song and have it fly over here to the...
Requesting immediate backup.
fly it to the shipyard there. It's going to get gun upgrades pretty much right away. We've unlocked pretty much everything in this menu except the high mass teleportation that I want. These advanced electronics, this could be insanely hard to get. 10,000 advanced electronics when we're not producing them ourselves. If we were producing them ourselves, it'd be like, okay, not a big deal really. Just wait long enough. But trying to buy 10,000 advanced electronics, yeah, that's a lot. Oh, welfare modular is worth it if you have to activate the personnel. We don't really. What's it even do? Does it say?
A concerned supervisor has brought an issue to our attention regarding the morale and motivation of several of your skilled workers. Perhaps a meeting is in order.
Okay, so welfare module. It looks like it's just doing a mission and not spending resources. So we might do this, but currently our station doesn't really have personnel. We have some there, but they're not there to work the factory. They're there to supply ship crews. And we have to import the food and such like, so I'm not really building a large thing for it. Because I've decided that we're crewing with split, not Terran. Well, we're not building split stations, so I made an exception to build two
Autopilot disengaged.
what are our columns? Two hab modules. Let to see though. Okay, so the swan song is going over here to get upgraded. We should probably do the same, to be honest. I don't know how many gun upgrades I have ready to go. I think I crafted a bunch earlier. Let's look. Exceptional weapon chamber, 8. So I have 8 exceptional weapon chambers. That's enough to do all the front guns on the wheelbarrow and the swan song. And almost all the ones on the shape of things to come as well. Let's actually send the shape of things to come over to the, where I call it. Okay, where are you? There you are. We'll have him go dock at the wharf. Because we're going to want to upgrade his guns as a fairly high priority. And then let's get ourselves over to the wharf as well.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah. We'll go upgrade everything we can. Just the main guns. The turrets will remain unupgraded for now aboard the Swan Song. Maybe I can get some Mark II upgrades and get those, kind of upgraded. But really the main thing I want is the autopilot. You're normally so paranoid about asteroids. Whatever. smacking into that with my... These chair arms don't go down far enough. Wish they went down a little farther, because in this case they kind of need to. Can't remember if these come off easily. Actually, wait, that does not feel like... It's down all the way. I guess it is.
Entering system. Family Newt.
Yeah. The main important thing isn't actually necessarily the damage for the Swan Song, it's the cooldown, the faster cooldown. Higher damage is good as well, but the faster cooldown is of utmost importance. It's not that I'm going to, what do I call it?
Entering system.
I'm not
Open
going to
market.
install a mod specific for cooldown or anything like that, but the damage mod has a pretty decent cooldown bonus, so that'll have to do. I mean, the damage is also important, of course. It's just the cooldown is a big quality of life improvement, because I don't have to worry so much about holding it down too long. Okay. So let's wait until we are getting close-ish.
Autopilot disengaged.
And here we are.
Docking granted.
Smuggling vessel found nearby. Please assist in pursuit.
Now. Here we go.
We will be scanning your cargo route. Split not do this.
Alright.
Successfully docked.
Get down. Get up as
It's an honor to have
pushing
you
down on
aboard.
there. Okay, and sprint is this button. Watch where we're going. There we go. What was jump? That's crouch. What did I have jump bound to? There was something around here. Well, it doesn't really matter that much. Oh. Okay. There we go. Moving around station with sticks is a bit weird. Like using a gamepad, except a little worse. Okay, well, thankfully we're at the point space where we need to be. I just realized I didn't look to see which side of the station actually had the thing we meant to go to. Okay. So crafting. We want exceptional weapon chamber. We want one more exceptional weapon chamber. We do not have the unstable crystal to make it though, so we can't do that, I guess. I just realized I don't have a hotkey bound to get out of this menu. Okay, we'll have to worry about that later. Now, shape of things to come. Guns. Exceptional quality. We want the obliterator. Install. And for the second one, we want the obliterator. Install. That ship might actually be reasonable now. Now for size M. Hello? There, the wheelbarrow. For some reason it was still showing the shape up there. Okay, we do have upgrades installed in these already. But they are the Slayer ones. Let's dismantle those. Actually, we don't want to dismantle those. We want to just leave those alone for now. Because we don't have enough to install 4. Okay, we have 8 max damage mods. 4 would need to go on here. 3 need to go on the other. Yeah, we don't have enough. Okay, so where is the Swan Song is docked. Let's teleport aboard. Okay. We want to go to the ship dealership. Okay. Now, main batteries, obliterator, and obliterator. Boom, boom, and extra boom. Yeah. Okay, now we have, how many of these left? 3. Okay, so we would need 1 more if we wanted to install anything reasonable. For the turrets, for the medium turrets, I'm really tempted to install max projectile speeds on the medium turrets. And how many Mark IIs do we have available? None, okay. That would be a really stupid use of our max upgrades though, so we're not going to do it. How many basics do we have? None. Okay. So I guess that's all the upgrades anything's going to get. For now. Let's go back to... actually we don't want to go to the Swan Song. Let's take the Swan Song and send it back home. And then we will take the wheelbarrow, which did not receive any upgrades, and we will send that home as well. And then we will teleport aboard the Shape of Things to Come, and we'll go try out the new guns. Okay.
Tacoba.
Out of my seat, please. Upgrade repair. Got some advanced satellites in stock. Okay, like, why is the repair crew for this not actually repairing it? I want to look at that again. What exactly is damaged? The hull is damaged. In theory, you would think that the what do you not call them? Oops, it's not the control I wanted. There we go. You would think the service crew would have taken care of that a long time ago. Okay. This has supposedly got max upgrades now. Cools off very quickly. Very good. Let's find a place where we can go pick a fight. There's got to be some xenon somewhere. No? Okay. Are you sure? Not even here? There's one, but he's not going to last very long.
Pressing permission to dock. Docking permission
Okay.
granted.
It looks like we just need to go over to Wretched Skies and hope something comes through. Doesn't seem to be much of anything happening over here, though.
Awaiting orders.
Well, I guess this would be the place to go.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay. Hopefully we can get a little bit of dogfighting in and see how good the new guns are. We'll borrow. Remove all orders, please. The swan song will take a while to get back because it's slow. This is definitely I wonder if the Tacoba order we put in here at the shipyard is done. Because if it is, ka-ching. It'll be a big chunk of
Entering
change.
system. Open market.
It looks like maybe it is. Okay, so who wants to buy some Tacobas? 2.860.
Entering system. Family Newt.
Well, if those guys have a shipyard, we haven't rediscovered it. Or no, wait, here you go. 2.859. Okay, split or current high bidder. 2.848. Nope.
Entering system.
Split or still the high
Family
bidder.
Zin.
2.813. Not even close. 2.6. Not even close. 2.861. Let's try selling them at the other one, see if that's the same
Entering
price.
system. Wretched Skies.
2.858. Okay, it's actually not the same price. That's interesting. Well, enjoy your new ships. I now have about half the money I need to get the large ship production.
Entering
that's
Wretched Skies.
good.
5. Family 5.
Question mark?
M. Autopilot disengaged.
Okay. Let's go over here and check out this Xenon. He's an M. This was fully capable of killing an M before. But now that we have 60% stronger guns, he'll feel a little better at it. Yeah. I still need to think a little bit about what some of the... to do certain things.
Awaiting
It's
orders.
going to be a little while till this is all... before I'm even mediocre at this, to be honest. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get back here. Boom. Engage suck. Okay, what was I? Ah, here we go.
N.
Was on the wrong hat.
N.
Okay. Engage suck.
N.
Thank you.
Engage suck.
Defense drone. Civilian ship. C.
Okay, not interested.
Defense drone. N.
Okay. This is definitely more powerful than it was. Okay. Loot collected. Please blow up. You may please blow up now. I wasn't asking. Nor was it a suggestion.
Defense drone.
It's an Argon defense drone.
Defense drone.
Not actually interested in them right now. Okay. I still very much suck at close-in maneuvering, but I can kind of dogfight if you squint a little. Which is very much down from where I was
Thank you.
with mouse and keyboard, but this is definitely more interesting. Okay. Well, it is 10 o'clock, and that's a half hour normally earlier than I normally end. But I am about to die of exhaustion. I think we're going to end it here. Go ahead and save the game here. And also make sure we save the control profile, because it seems to be working out pretty well. And then, oh, let's see. Is Af doing anything? He's playing Sekiro. And Avi isn't doing a thing. Controls. Save profile. Boom. Okay. Yeah, Avi hasn't been streaming very much lately. Doesn't seem like. Whereas Af, on the other hand, for all that we joke about how Af never streams, he's been streaming quite a lot lately. Also, my hotkeys for changing scenes seem to have died. So I have to do it manually. Anyway, I'm going to send you guys over to see Af. He's playing a From game, and those suck, but Don't tell him I said that. I just mangled that completely. There we go. Yeah, okay. So, thank you all very much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow with probably more X4 because we need to do a lot of practice. Hopefully I'll sleep tonight. Anyway, yeah. Have an awesome night. And go have fun with that. I'll see you all later.